Hey everyone, welcome to Post to Post. Welcome to the weekend. My name is Neil. Thanks for joining me today. Every Friday on the channel here, in case you're new, just want to put this out there. We look at jerseys, jersey concepts from the community, designers out there, uniforms sometimes as well, goalie helmets, all kinds of designs in the community. I love looking at your work, and today we are looking at John Dalton. That is the designer today. We've got 32 NHL uniforms. This is going to be a reaction video. I've not seen these, so you will see them the same time that I see them. You can get this template over at sportstemplates.net. This exact template. So if you want to come up with your own designs and send them in, that would be awesome. Details on how to do that is down below in the description. But if you're feeling a little adventurous and you want to make something other than a jersey, maybe other than a uniform, there are other templates on the site as well, not just within hockey. There's so many incredible templates on the site. Pick any one of them. It doesn't really matter. Come up with a full set from whatever league, whatever sport you want around the world. Send it in and I will review, react, or rank it. Let's get into this one. Let's get going. This is going to be a quick one. Guys, I'm filming this on a Wednesday night because I am going to PEI tomorrow for a volunteer event. So I got to make this one quick. I apologize, John, but I got to go through your designs quick here this time. Okay, let's bring up Anaheim. We're going in alphabetical order as far as abbreviation. We've got a good design immediately. Man, I've got a hair here or something and this is driving me nuts. There, I got it. Interesting design. I like the jersey a lot, actually. Throwback, a callback to maybe one of the original jerseys, or the swoops or the angles are a little bit different. It's more of a U shape than a traditional kind of angle, or a straight line rather, as I meant to say. But I like the jersey. The jersey doesn't have a lot of purple, only in the neck and I guess the really thin stripes, but there's a lot in the midsection, the pants, the gloves. I think that's probably okay. It's not the best Anaheim concept that I've seen, but I do like it. One of the better white ones for sure. Next is the Arizona Coyotes. I mean, I feel like I've seen a concept like this probably 50 plus times in the last year, and that's nothing against John. That's actually a compliment to John because all of the designers tend to make things that the majority of people want. This is a pretty good example. I think, if the Arizona Coyotes made this, a lot of people would like it. I do like it. Don't love the logo on the front there. Maybe it could be recolorized a little bit. The orange and the burgundy kind of clash, I feel like. But other than that, this is a nice uniform. The Boston Bruins, pretty simple uniform here. Mostly black. It looks great. The jersey itself looks to be more of a throwback to like the 80s, 90s Boston Bruins, not so much now. Shoulders are different, obviously. You've got the Pooh Bear logo, I think, on the shoulder. Hard to see, but this is nice. I like the jet black gloves. Next, the Buffalo Sabres. Okay, this looks not too bad. Not the royal blue though. Going back to the previous blue, which is more of a navy blue, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think the royal blue is more complementary and more visually pretty. But this is pretty as well, just in kind of a different way, maybe. I would say that although I like the logo in the middle, the primary logo that's being used there, I would always prefer to see it on the shoulder. I think it makes the perfect shoulder patch, and it really tries hard to be a primary front logo. But I do like this. Next is the Carolina Hurricanes. Okay, so this is essentially their home jersey as of last season. And the shoulder's a little bit different. You've got the alternate patch, which is the state flag from the alternate jersey. That is on here. You've got that alternate logo on there as well. Not much to say about this. It's very close to what they used last season and the season before that. Okay, next is the Columbus Blue Jackets. I gotta zonk this one, I think, right away, just because of the red pants. If we're going red pants, I think we got to go red gloves to keep the red theme through the middle, kind of like that Anaheim one before. Lots of purple through the middle. Got to keep the red through the middle here. I would prefer to see, I think, black gloves, black helmet, black pants, or maybe just switch the pants to be blue. That darker blue. I'm not sure. I do like the jersey though. There's a lot going on. It's kind of like it's a combination between their original jersey, the alternate with the cannon, current. Home, I guess. There's a lot going on in here for sure. I do like it though. Okay, next is the Calgary Flames. Speaking of combination of jerseys, we've got the shoulder patch from the Reebok years. We've got kind of the pedestal jersey, just maybe slightly down by the bottom. We've got the previous generation of Adidas along the insides, and on the arms, I guess is kind of the retro jersey, but with updated striping. The pants are very pedestal. So there's a lot going on here, a lot of combination of different eras and years, but overall looks pretty good, actually. John did a really good job of melding everything together here. I like the black going through the middle. Next is the Chicago Blackhawks. This should not look too foreign. I think everything here is pretty on par with previous brands that they've used. Nothing really to note here that I dislike. I think this all works okay together. Not the best, black concept that I've seen, but it is very good. Okay, the Colorado Avalanche. Okay, we've got my favorite logo in the entire world in the middle, so I gotta love that. I think their away jersey currently is better than this one, just from a design lens. There's a little bit more angularity, kind of coming up the arms and the shoulders and stuff. I do like the pants and the way that the bottom of the jersey melts into the pants, so that's nice. Let's move on. We got the Dallas Stars. Okay, so the Star jersey. Is this better than the original Star jersey? No. Is it better than the reverse retro? Yes. So it is not the worst, but it's not the best. I'm very almost taken back, not really in a negative way, but just kind of like I feel a little awkward seeing that much copper, that copper kind of color. Or that maybe it's not copper; it's almost like a clay or like a dirty, but not dirty in a bad way. Just I don't know. What do you guys think of that? Do you think that Dallas could use it that much and it be okay? I don't love the fact that the bottom of the jersey is white, but the gloves are completely jet black. The pants are jet black. It's just very disconnected, I think, from the jersey to the pants and the helmet as well. Next, we got the Detroit Red Wings, and this looks very familiar for the most part. I think Detroit is, it's a really hard concept or a hard brand or hard team to screw up when people design these. It's a lot of easy decisions for Detroit. John made a really good easy decision here, played it simple, respected their history, respected the past. This is a nice uniform. Next, we got the Edmonton Oilers, kind of a subdued orange, I guess an old orange from their time long ago. The sleeves run into the gloves pretty nicely. Might want to see a touch of orange in the gloves, but this is an okay design. Next, we got the Florida Panthers and a good callback jersey, good callback logo. I would love to kind of see this as an alternate uniform. I think it would be very popular. Good job on this one, John. Next, the LA Kings, great colors. A kind of a combination, again, with a couple of different eras. We've got the Burger King logo on the front of the pants. We've got the mid-2000s logo on the shoulders. We've got the original chevron, not the original chevron, sorry, the old chevron, late 80s, early 90s. In the middle, we've got the original colors, so many eras being combined here. It does look good. I'd give this probably like an 8.5 out of 10. Next is Minnesota Wild. I feel like I've seen a lot of concepts that look very similar to this. This looks great. I mean, kind of like the Arizona one. John made a good decision here. He knows what people like. He knows what people want. And I think if they came out with something like this would be okay. Lots of green though. Maybe I don't know if I love the pants being green. I don't know if they could be black. Just there's a lot of green going on. Next, the Montreal Canadiens. So I'm going to zonk this just because of the pants and the gloves, and not because they're brown, but because there's no brown anywhere else in the uniform. If you're going to be bold and go with the brown pants and the brown gloves, well, let's make the skates brown, okay? Let's go full vintage. Let's make the helmet brown. I don't think you can just stick a bunch of poopy colors down where the poopy region is. You got to embrace the history of the brown, of the leather look, and yeah, you got to go with the helmet. You got to go with everything. Right now, it just looks very out of place, but I love the jersey. All right, so we got the New Jersey Devils here. I think this looks okay for the most part. Again, John's done a pretty decent job on this one of combining some eras, the original colors with the green from 1982. I think that was their first year. And then the shoulders are very on par with what they use now as their primary home jersey. Nothing serious to complain about here. This one's okay. Next is the Nashville Predators. Wow, really, really interesting jersey design. I don't know what's going on with the neck. Lots of pixelation going on up there, but I love what John's done with the bottom of the arms. And as you follow the channel, you know me, you know that I don't really like yellow primary jerseys, and I specifically don't really like the Nashville yellow jersey, but he's done a really good job here of still utilizing quite a bit of yellow, but introducing a little bit more interest elsewhere in the jersey, and it detracts from the offensive yellow, in my opinion. Got a little bit of the silver on the shoulders coming down the arms, which is maybe a bit of a callback to one of their original jerseys, and also the reverse retro. And down below in the arms are really interesting kind of like swooping modern design, which balances nicely with kind of the angled striping coming down the arms. This is a very, very nice uniform. I like this a lot, actually. Not something that I typically say about uniforms or jerseys that use yellow as the primary color. John, great job on this one, other than the pixelated neck. Next, we got the Islanders. Wow, what is going on in the pants? Is that like a weird, I don't know what that is. I love the socks. Okay, I don't talk about socks very much, but I love the socks. Absolutely nailed the socks. Brilliant socks. I noticed the notches on the arms, and if I'm not mistaken, the Islanders did use kind of a notch design on either a CCM or Reebok jersey. I can't remember what it was, but it was a 4-notch kind of pattern, and each notch, if I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, each notch represented a Stanley Cup win in their history, which they have 4, I believe. So I think the 2 notches on each side, but they're different color. I don't make it 2 notches on each side. I guess that's 4 total. But the Islanders fans might be a little bit specific and be like, no, the 4 notches need to be together. Okay, you can't be splitting them up, and they all need to be the same color. Islanders fans, let me know what you think about this one. Let's move on to the Rangers. This is a nice jersey for sure. Is it better than their current away jersey? I don't think so. As far as uniform, I don't think it's better than their current uniform either. But it is nice. There's nothing that I would really change with this. A lot of red up in the neck, but it does balance nicely with the red in the gloves, so there's not an over usage of color, I don't think, anywhere in this jersey. Different shade of blue, a little bit of darker blue from the Liberty years, and a different logo obviously on front. Just like good, but kind of like in a different way. Okay, the Ottawa Senators. This is a nice uniform, very nice uniform actually. John's done a really, I'll say it again, John's done a really good job of combining some eras here, and nothing to complain about this jersey, actually. Some funky stuff going on with your necks, John, though. There's lots of pixelation and some weird stuff going on up there. Might keep an eye out on that for future designs. But yeah, this is a nice, really nice uniform. Moving on to, wow. This is very nice. I like this a lot. The amount of black that's being used, the jet black. It's the reverse retro, reversed, I guess. I don't even remember what their reverse retro looks like, to be honest. But it's very similar as far as design, maybe not color. I think it's the opposite of that. Anyways, I like the amount of black running down from the shoulders right into the gloves. The angled striping on the arm matches and kind of continues throughout the middle of the jersey, coming down one side, swooping up a little bit in the middle, coming up the other side. So it's a really great relationship, not just with color from the black all the way down to the arms and the gloves into the pants in that area, but also with the line work, with the striping work. I think this is my favorite so far. I really like this one, actually. It's very modern, and I know it kind of looks like the reverse retro jersey, but I think the uniform itself is quite modern. This is absolutely my favorite so far. I really like this one. Okay, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Wow, there's a lot going on as far as striping and lines. We've got 1, 2, 3 striping on each arm. That's 6. We've got 2 in the middle on each side. That makes 10. We've got 1, 2 on each side of the pants. That's 14 total stripes, not including the socks. There's a lot going on in the middle of the jersey, or middle of the uniform, rather. And I think it's too much for me personally. I would probably keep it on the arms, maybe keep it on the pants, but definitely remove it from the middle of the jersey. But yeah, I think I'll rest there. Next is the Seattle Kraken, and Metropolitan's callback. A lot of red, very, very vibrant. Now Seattle does. Actually, I'm wearing Seattle right now. Look, their tertiary color is the red. It's it's the accent color, but it's only kind of utilized here. Where in this one, it's really the secondary color. The dark blue is the main color. You could probably argue that the teal is kind of maybe the same percentage usage-wise as the red, but red is such a commanding and vibrant color that it kind of puts the teal in a backseat, even if there is more teal, if you added all the whole percentage of the color and stuff. But very bold, very bold. I do like the red, but at the same time, it's a little bit jarring. Next is the San Jose Sharks. Again, a really good combination of different areas. You've got the texture from the stealth jersey and the striping in the middle of the arms. You've got kind of a design that straddles old school with current home. Shoulder patch looks good up there. Pants look good. Gloves look good. Socks look pretty good. Nothing to complain about here. This is a nice uniform. The St. Louis Blues. Wow, that's a very apparent red stroke around the logo, and nowhere else on the jersey is there red other than in the shoulder patch a little bit, and obviously the very thin stroke in the number and the letter. I would walk back on the amount of red in the logo on the stroke, either decrease it by like 70% or maybe just, I'd probably just make it smaller. I think it's a little bit too thick at the moment. And the pants are good, the socks are good, everything else is pretty good. Okay, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Wow, I think the gloves are the distracting part here. So the pants are very online in what they use now as their home. The jersey is, again, a really good combination of a bunch of different jerseys. I'm okay with the jersey. I'm okay with the pants for sure. I really like the pants, actually. Socks are good. I think it's the gloves. I think it's that white section of the gloves it's just, I don't know. I just find it really distracting for some reason. I don't really know why. There's just a lot going on. The thumb is white. The bottom of the glove is black. The middle of the glove is white. The top of the glove is black. And then there's 2 stripes in the arm. Then it goes up to white. Yeah, there's just a lot of differentiation in color and transitions, I guess, throughout the arm and shoulder section. So not bad. Not my favorite. The Toronto Maple Leafs, this is a pretty good design. I like the lines on the arms, the striping that holds the numbers. That looks great. Very old school kind of look there. The gloves look okay. Probably make the gloves actually mostly blue. I'd remove that big white swatch in the gloves. Helmet looks good. Yeah, this looks okay. Next is the Vancouver Canucks, and we've got a bit of an angled V, I guess. The shoulders are also very interesting. The V on the arms I like. I don't know how I feel about it in the middle of the jersey and the bottom. The pants are pretty good. The socks are pretty good. Like a 7 out of 10, I think, for this one. Next up, the Vegas Golden Knights, a gold helmet. Combination between the reverse retro and the home jersey. And it is not better than the home jersey. I don't think it's better than reverse retro. It's not better than the gold jersey. I know that's just a meme. But it's not bad. Like, there's nothing about this I really dislike. It's just not better than any other jersey that exists. I don't love the fact that the gold in the logo is a different shade than the gold in the striping. I find that a bit distracting, but that's really nitpicky. Okay, next up is the Winnipeg Jets, and this is... It's fine. Like, there's nothing like completely stellar about this. I think if you're going to go the old school logo, I kind of want to see the full old school kind of design. Maybe this is the one instance where you shouldn't combine eras, because I think that jersey is a little bit too close to their home jersey, which I desperately think needs changed to something else a little bit more modern, or like go full modern with it and make something new, or kind of walk back and do a retro design. This kind of straddles the line in between it, and it just doesn't do it for me, to be completely honest. Let's move on to the last one, which is the Washington Capitals. And we've got a red primary here with that beautiful logo in there. It's a very big logo. The gloves, I don't know about the gloves. I love the pants. Pants are phenomenal. That's the last one. Let's move on to my favorite, which is going to be Philadelphia. I really like this Philadelphia design. I'm not going to say all the things I said about it before. I even like the difference between the colorization of the letter, which is black, and then the colorization of the number, which is orange. Most of the time I find that distracting. Here I find it almost complementary. It's really, really good balance on this jersey overall. I have not chosen Philadelphia, I don't think, as my favorite too often. They're a bit of a risky brand. They never really look bad, but they never look amazing in the concepts, I find. So I think John's done a phenomenal job on this one. Really good job. And yeah, thanks, John, for sending these in. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great start to your weekend. I will be volunteering at a biking event in PEI. So as you're watching this, I am full force in volunteer mode. So there will be no videos on Saturday. There will be no videos on Sunday. I'm coming back at you on Monday with episode 1200. And I do something that is going to anger everyone and potentially interest everyone. I do something that's a little bit controversial in the 1200th video. I'm going to catch some heat for it, but it's also really interesting at the same time. I hope you can tune in. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. You're going to want to see it. It's jersey related. You're going to want to see it. That's all I can say. So hit the subscribe button. Join me Monday for that video. Thank you, everyone, for watching all the videos up to 1,200 on this channel. We did almost 1,000 on the original channel, 1,200 on this one, plus the podcast, over 2,500 videos total since I started on YouTube at the beginning of 2017. Thank you so much for your support, whether it's a comment, a like, a Patreon contribution, a membership on YouTube, sending in mail, sending in a letter, whatever that you've done to contribute to the community here and the channel. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button. Have a great weekend, guys. I'll see you for that 1200th video on Monday. Adios.